Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the October 8th edition of Topic Time with Harris and Young. It's autumn, it's beautiful out. The leaves are turning sweet, not too cold. People are out running in shorts. I'd be out too if I wasn't doing my great show tonight. So we have a great show tonight as usual, but before we get to my awesome guests, got to read these underwriters, these amazing underwriters, and then we'll commence with the show. So we got Lynch's Towing, Auto, Cycle, and Truck Center in Brockton with two different numbers, one for towing, one for projects. We got Johnny Macaroni's restaurants, three of them, two in East Bridgewater, one in Halifax. We got Easton Fitness right here in North Easton in the Village Shops. We got Smoke and Ashes Tobacco stores in Abington, South Weymouth, Whitman, Hanson, and Pembroke. We got Sesh Wellness in East Bridgewater. We got Big Lee's Automotive in Abington. We got John's Greenhouses and Florist Shop in Brockton. We got Doggie Boutique, all-breed professional grooming in Brockton, run by my great next-door neighbor, Debbie Siddell. We got Sweezy Fence Erectors in Whitman, LLC. We got Comfort Upholstery in East Bridgewater. We got A1's Tire and Auto Center in Brockton. We got C&J Auto Body, Auto Glass Towing in Stoughton. And we got MDI Auto Brokers and Repair in Whitman, home with the fully certified used car. And I want to thank you guys very much. And now on that note, we'll introduce here Mr. Bob Higgins. Very common sounding name, but a very uncommon gentleman. So Bob Higgins, I'm glad you came in. You've done a lot of acting, a lot of films, and I believe some stand-up comedy as well.
That's right, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for having me here, Harrison. Appreciate it. This is a lot of fun.
It'll be fun. So what we're going to do is we're going to cover just about as much stuff as you can cover. I know you worked in Reflections with Joe McGee, who was an awesome guest on the show and a great friend. So you made a list of all the projects you've done, very organized as you are. But like I do with all my guests, and I'm sure you've seen this because I know you've seen the show before, I like to go back to find out, what your childhood was like, since I don't really know you, and then how it got you to where you're at now, because I always say everything happens for a reason, everything's kind of interconnected in the philosophical universe in which we live. So tell me about that. Where did you grow up? Just brief me a little bit, and then we'll move forward to the present day.
Well,
what was like as a kid?
I grew up in Canada, Eastern Canada.
Glad I asked.
East of Maine.
Do you realize I've had about 20 countries represented on Topic Time, and you're the first Canadian I've ever had on?
That's hard to believe.
It is. I love it. Go on. Please continue.
Yeah, so I grew up in New Brunswick, Canada. It was just east of Maine.
I know where it is. I've been there. I was there June 24th, 1973.
Really?
Yes. we were on a 2-week road trip with my family. Worst 2 weeks of my life, but New Brunswick was delightful. Give me a break. I mean, right? I'm only kidding. Go on.
No, I love it there. And I worked as a lawyer in Canada for about 9 years before.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right. This is really intriguing.
I'm skipping some years, but that's.
No, I know, but you became an attorney in Canada, and you decided to just chuck that and become an actor in the United States?
No.
Okay, all right, go ahead. That's
lots
why
of
I wanted
other
to ask
things.
to find out. Go ahead, you tell me.
But I had been doing acting when I was up there in high school and college and things like that.
Okay.
But I got into law, and I loved it. But there are too many lawyers, so I was looking at what else can I do, and that's sort of always what I'm like. What else can I do? Yeah. So IT was booming, and I thought I've got to find intellectual.
Training?
Information technology,
Information
IT.
technology, got it.
So I get into computers.
Okay. And
I thought there's got to be a way to combine law and IT, and I did for a while, and I'm still doing some of that on the side.
Okay.
Well,
right now you're not a confirmed attorney in the United States, right?
No.
A practicing attorney is what I mean.
No, that's right. Okay. That's right. And but understanding things from a legal perspective helps with a lot of other things. Contracts always come up in play.
Yep.
But so I got into IT. But I'm skipping a lot of those early years. But yeah.
Well, all right. Well, if you want to skip them, that's fine. You've told me already plenty of stuff that I'm glad I found out, because I never would have known this. This is fascinating things about you that I'm learning. These are fascinating things, because the fact that you know Howard Cosell, who told it like it was, he was a lawyer too. But if somebody didn't interview him, no one would know that, and then it wouldn't be as interesting, would it? Think about it. So that's okay. So why did you come to the United States then?
Well,
And when did you come to the United
back,
States?
it was 1999.
Okay, right at the turn of the millennium.
Yep.
Love
You know, IT was booming down here. Particularly, I loved Boston.
Okay.
Used to come down here like 2 or 3 times a year with the family and with friends, and had a
You
great time.
Better time than I did with my family. Only kidding, but go
No,
on.
we were always having a good time, and
Okay.
so an opportunity presented itself, and down I came.
Okay.
You know, and I worked through all that. Now, right around the time that I got here, all the Boston sports teams started winning.
That's right.
So
Yep.
I'd been a Boston sports fan for years.
Well,
you
wait
know.
a minute, but isn't that a little conflicting with the Montreal Canadiens?
No,
You don't care
no.
about them?
As I said to my daughter, to my niece at her wedding, Montreal is the Canadiens is the Montreal hockey team. It's not the Canadian hockey team.
That's true.
The Canadian
I
hockey
figured
team plays
because
in the
you were on the
Olympics.
East Coast of Canada. That would be the team you would have rooted for up
Well,
there.
out in Eastern Canada, you have Maple Leafs fans
Oh, that's true. Yep.
and Montreal Canadiens fans and Bruins fans. You have Rangers fans.
Wow. Okay.
You have Blackhawk fans.
So the original six still has
Oh,
roots
yeah.
everywhere,
Yeah.
wherever they be, where the roots.
And you had to fight. You had to fight those other fans on a regular basis. You're here
Literally,
in
I guess.
Boston.
That's
You don't.
hockey.
You don't. You get the benefit in Boston of just really seeing your other your co-fans around you.
Okay.
You have to fight for it.
I got you.
We had
okay.
to fight. I was a Red Sox fan, and we were fighting with the
Yankees.
Yankee fans. Yep.
Wow. Well, I'm glad you made the trip down at the right time.
Yep.
Obviously, it still took. Even in 1999, it was. I mean, they weren't going to break the curse for 5 more years.
Well,
2004.
but the Patriots won in 01.
Oh, two. Right. You're right. That's true.
Yeah.
The Patriots.
So he
I'll
started
never
with
forget
them.
Yep, yep. That was a
I went to
huge
all the
surprise,
parades.
too.
We had a great time. I loved it. And it was
You
so
still love
thrilling.
sports. I know it's a little different now, though. Unfortunately.
It is different now. Yeah.
All right, but tell me about when did you start your acting in the United States, and what did this lead to? Stuff.
Like I was saying before, I'm always sort of looking what else can I do, and I
Yep.
was doing a lot of other things. I'd been doing some, surfing and rock climbing and improv,
Okay.
and various different things. And then I saw this acting class, and I said, I'll give it a shot.
Where?
In Somerville,
Okay.
Art and Amanda Hennessy have a class in Somerville.
Okay,
and
cool.
so I went to that, and I couldn't believe it. It just fell in love with this stuff. And the more I did it, the more I loved it. And I started reading the books, and then I started going out for auditions, and the ball just kept on rolling, and I got more and more busy.
Okay, and since then you've compiled quite a list of projects here.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna just look at this list you made. So, okay, all right. Because you have so many different people including Joe McGee, that directed you.
Yep. There's one that just came out on Amazon Prime called When Night Stands Fast. It's a mini-series.
Okay.
I play a cult leader, which was a lot of fun.
Okay. Cool. You look like you could be. You look like a brainwashy type guy.
I used to laugh. There are about 12 or 13 of them on here.
Yes.
And I think I got killed or murdered in 3 or 4 of the first ones.
That's fun. I've been
I
murdered,
started feeling
murdered off in a few films too. I love it. Yeah.
started feeling like I was getting typecast as we can kill him.
Exactly. But let's face it. That draws the sympathy of the audience, and they want more. They want to see you die again in another film.
Well, this was a 3-part series, the When Night Stands Fast, and it is quite a thriller. And these folks, they did a beautiful job. It was so much fun working with them. They're so professional.
Okay.
I was scared to read the episode 3 though, because I didn't know what was going to happen to me.
Well, I know. Well, so when give me the timeline of all these things? All right,
Well, that one just came out this year.
This is the most recent one, right?
Yeah.
So every one of these is chronologically going back, right?
That's right.
From top
That's
to
right.
bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's another one. It's a short film.
For the good of the people, I know you wanted to discuss that.
For the Good of the People is another like a post-apocalyptic thriller.
Okay.
It would have been great. It's going to be great to be. I think it might come out by Halloween. I think it's going to be after Halloween. I was talking to Chris Daniels, who's the director of it, and again, fantastic professional work that these guys are doing. They work so hard on it,
Yep.
and it was so much fun. But that is a real thriller. I get to play a sheriff in this post-apocalyptic world.
Wow.
And
and they don't kill you off in this one, or do they? Well, you don't wanna spoil the
no
fun.
spoilers. No
Okay,
spoilers.
gotcha.
No
All right.
spoilers. But then Joe McGee is such a fun guy. I did that the
Like
thing
a
with
mushroom, a
him.
real fun guy. Get it? Mushroom, fun guy? I couldn't resist that one.
I laid it up to like a
Yeah,
softball.
you could really sees that. Okay.
So I had a chance to do. I had one part on it. I was just filling in for somebody that wasn't and then so I was going to be a plumber,
Okay.
and it ended up being a Russian general
Oh.
instead.
Okay.
I got there and he said, "Can
I'd
you?"
rather have a Russian general than a plumber. I don't think I'd ever have to worry about getting clogged again after that.
Oh yeah. Well, Joe said, "Can you do a Russian accent?" And I said, "Sure." And he said, "Okay, go get a uniform and come back."
Wow.
And so we did it, and I worked, and oh God, it was so much fun.
I know, it should be out soon.
Yeah, he's put a lot of work into it. He's got a
did.
lot of
He
actors.
was working on it when I had him here 2 years ago.
Well, it was early on then, but he is getting close. He's got other projects he's working on as
I know.
well. He's got the, I think it's called, it's a
The-
motorcycle
the sun
gang.
shine,
on
when the sun
Oh, yeah, yeah.
dies or something.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I know. He's into the apocalyptic stuff too.
So I'm going to be in that one as well.
Okay, well, guess what we're going to do? We're going to take a look at a little clip of yours, and then we're going to, and so when we get back, we'll talk about it. So don't go away. Here we go.
All right, thank you.
When you have something valuable, such as Andy, but you can't harm him, how do you send an effective message?
Not only do we take away his loved ones, but we frame him for the murder.
I'm so pleased you came. I had such success working with your father.
Yeah, he mentioned that.
He's one of a select few that the method just really works for. I think it could be the same for you.
So tell me all about what we just watched. That was awesome.
Okay. Well, we would have seen, we saw Reflections, which is Joe McGee's
Right,
production,
yep.
and that's a trailer that for his
Him and
production.
Tommy Fury, right.
And I think they won an award for that trailer.
Cool.
So that's a scene with me and Mario Canero.
Mario, he was a great guest on the show
Yeah,
too.
he's a great guy, great
is.
actor,
Yep.
great actor, and we have this fantastic scene, and it's very dark, where he asks me, what do we do with somebody that's,
Yeah, I know.
we want to send him a message. And,
Okay.
so that was that one, and I love that part of it. And then the other one that I think that we saw was from When Night Stands Fast. It would have been the trailer from When Night Stands Fast, that miniseries that just came out on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
And that's the, that's laying the groundwork of where I was the cult leader.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
And the fun thing, one of the fun things, I know some friends who saw it said, "You've already got an iconic line."
Okay.
So I have this line in it where I turn to somebody and I say, "Remind him." And it's
Wow. That's great. That was awesome.
very spooky and creepy and a lot of fun.
Tell me something. Now you say you've done some improv stand-up too, right?
Yeah,
Oh, you want to talk about that a little bit? Where and when you did that?
sure. It was about, it's coming up on almost 2 years now, a year and a half. I took a hiatus from the acting classes and some of the projects I was working on. I wanted to try and work at the craft in a different way, get up,
Yeah.
get up on stage, do some performance. So I took a comedy class from Boston Improv
Okay.
in Central Square. Tukey Kavanaugh was the instructor, and it was a lot of
Better than Tukey Emerald.
huh?
Better than Tukey Emerald.
Yeah.
Sorry, but I couldn't resist that one.
So I wanted to I had some ideas for some comedy, and I wanted to work on it. And one of the requirements was you have to get up and do it. I thought I was going to take this class so I could learn how to get up. They said, "No, we want you to go out tomorrow."
Of course.
And so every
It's just like you can't just, you gotta get your
Gotta
feet
get right out there.
Exactly, yeah.
So for about 9 months, I was out at a comedy club at least 3 or 4 times a week.
Wow, all in
going out.
Boston area?
Yep,
No? Okay.
yep. Somerville, Cambridge,
Ever
Boston.
do giggles?
Huh?
Ever do giggles in Saugus?
No,
Okay.
didn't get out to Saugus.
That's the high rent district.
Yeah.
No, it is. Lenny Clark,
Oh yeah, no, I know.
Johnny Peasy. I had him on the show.
Yeah, no, but there's, so I was doing open mics.
Right.
And I met a lot, and there's a real great sort of subculture of people that do comedy.
That's true.
And there's one spot in, we were doing the Sally O'Brien's.
Okay.
Open
I know what
mic.
that is. That's in Revere.
No, Sally O'Brien's, this one, it might be more than one Sally O'Brien's, but this Sally O'Brien's
Actually, that's a
is
different
in,
one. I'm thinking of O'Brien's in Revere. That's not Sally's.
I think that's Union, this is Union Square,
Union
Cambridge.
Square. Okay, Cambridge. Got it.
And
Different
then
place than I
afterwards,
thought.
everybody was getting together over at the comedy studio, which was just around the corner there now, and doing karaoke. But so it was just this lot of fun and camaraderie going on there with all those guys, and
Cool.
some crazy stories, some crazy things were going on. But I had some funny material that I wanted to get out, and I I worked on it, and I found myself just writing, and I'm still writing some material.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me what you're doing right now. What's your current gig going at this point?
Well, right now, I'm going to be doing this motorcycle gang movie with Joe McGee that's coming up, and I'm taking method acting classes.
Where?
It's
Same
through
Somerville again still?
Nope. This is through Boston Casting.
Gotcha.
With Rachel
Angela
Ballard
Perry.
from the Lee Strasberg Institute out of L.A.
Okay. Wow.
So I've been doing that quite a lot. I do 3 or 4 different kinds of classes each week.
Right.
And to try and keep sharp, it's like practice, right?
Of
You
course.
can't just go out there and throw a football if you haven't been practicing it each week.
That's true.
So I do that, and I'm looking to, now to be ready when COVID lightens up and
Yes.
auditions start opening up again.
That's absolutely right. That's why you're here with me tonight.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay. So what about that? But have you done any comedic stand-up spots at all since? I mean, you said it's been 2 years.
No, it's been a little over a year since I've gone up, and I'm itching to get back. So as soon as the open mics start up, I've got some material I'm going to try and throw
That's
out
great.
there. Yeah.
Okay, you can feel free to use me in your material. By the way, you must be familiar with Sarah Silverman.
Oh yeah,
She's my cousin.
I thought I saw that on one of your shows.
Yep.
Is that right?
That's
She's one of my favorites. I think
You know what
she
she
is
just
hilarious.
Her and a bunch of people just did like a nude video to try and get.
I saw that.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but I'm glad I didn't. But I posted on Facebook this morning. I just heard it on the radio, and I said my cousin Sarah Silverman just did a nude video to get people to vote. Well, all she did was get me not to vote for her.
No. She and all the others that were on there were inspiring. It was hilarious.
No, I'm sure they were. I'm just
I mean,
saying,
they didn't show anything. They just,
I know that. I know they didn't.
But
You
it
know,
was
just,
funny.
just like a bunch of beatniks in a bathtub in the '60s during,
Look, I like her stuff. I like the shows that
know
I've seen
she's,
her in, and
I-
I didn't know that. Yeah, that's true, huh? I thought I heard you say that. That's really
Oh
cool.
yeah. No, I mean I name drop a lot. She knows about Topic Time. I tried 3 years ago. We had backstage passes to the Wilbur. She was performing. It was kind of cool when I said, I host this TV show called Topic Time, and she goes, "Oh, Topic Time, huh?" So it was pretty cool. I'll show you the picture of us at the end after we finish up tonight. All right. Well, so going forward, I know you want to get. All right. Tell me about you did some commercials too, TV commercials.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
One was for Bank of America.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
What was that? You were just someone at a desk.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
walking around, doing the various different things. I had to do a public service announcement for people who want to become U.S. citizens.
Oh, really?
That was pretty
That
interesting.
must have been something, you had to go through that too. Was that difficult? Did you have to take a citizenship test?
Well, I'm not a U.S. citizen yet, so.
I won't tell anybody. I won't tell the ICE people, don't worry.
But that's on the to-do list too.
Oh, good.
So I'm eligible, and I kind of wish I'd done it already, but it's
Well,
been
again,
busy.
that proves that Canada's even more well represented on the show than you would have been if you'd already been a U.S. citizen.
There you go.
For
There you
what
go.
it's worth, right? Well, tell me about, all right, so what else you got here? Let's see. All right,
I did a play out
Okay.
of Salem that was really, really fun. It's called A Trolley Christmas Carol, and they do, the Dickens Christmas Carol, but they do it.
Oh, there it is. Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
traveling play
Yeah.
where the audience gets on a trolley and rides around town.
Yep.
And I played Jacob Marley. I had to walk out across this.
Is he the crippled kid?
No, Jacob Marley is the ghost that
Oh, the
visits
ghost,
Scrooge
okay.
and warns him that there are 3 more ghosts coming.
I got you. Okay.
So I
can
had
see you
to-
being a Jacob Marley.
But it's a comedy, right? And
course.
I have my set lines. I'm the straight guy, And Scrooge is ad-libbing, and he's mixing it up with the audience on the trolley. I walk on the trolley, and I start booming out this ominous warning, and he's just trying to crack me up.
Yeah.
And the whole time he's ad-libbing, he's changing the lines, and oh my gosh, it was so funny. You know.
When did you do this play? Where did you do it?
I was in Salem.
Salem. Okay. Which town?
Yeah.
I have relatives there too, and they're all witches.
The Griffin Theater.
Okay.
And Art Hennessy from the acting instructor I'd worked with, he got me into that.
Yeah, I know. I see all these names on there. Did you work with Angela Perry too directly?
Yeah, I have a number of times, and I've done some auditions for them at Boston Casting, but I worked directly in some of the workshops that she's had and that she teaches on, and I did a one-on-one with her too, and she's fabulous. She's got so much energy.
Did you go to the 25th party in 2016?
No,
I did. I got a special VIP invitation.
Oh, is that right?
Because I've been on their email. They got me in the studio audience at Deal or No Deal in 2009 with Howie Mandel. They paid me $100 to sit in the studio audience and cheer the contestant. He did a lot better. He made 35 grand.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it was.
That's pretty good. I like it.
I've been auditioned for stuff there too. I've had a couple of major film roles. Shutter Island, Mental Patient are all I was born to play. And then way back in 1997, Amistad, fired by Spielberg because of a mistake that he made.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but that was his fault. He didn't care, obviously. Well, but I worked with Scorsese, and he was a great guy.
Did you really?
Yes, when Shutter Island, we worked directly. Yep.
Wow.
But this is my baby, the show.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at just. I want to cover as much as we can do here. I see that you did an Emerson film, Sweet Escape. You did a few BU. You did some BU films. I guess that's your most prolific stuff. You did more stuff there than anywhere.
Yeah, a lot of that stuff I started with Marit Ackerman and Julia Hess were some great directors I worked with. Jake Squire, Elliot Lee. This was just.
Were you a student at any of these schools?
No.
You never.
No.
So you never. So all your training for life's lessons were in Canada until you, in addition, independent of all the acting classes you've taken in the U.S.
Yeah, and I've got 4 kids, and I've got a couple different careers, and I got my, we all have our share of life lessons, right?
Oh, don't we? Yeah, wow, so, 4 kids. Are they adults? I mean, you don't look that old. I'm guessing you're probably only about 50 the most.
3 of them are old enough to be called adults.
Okay, I got you. No, I know what you're saying. All right.
They're great. They're all in school. They're all still in school.
Cool. Okay. You mean high school?
No, 3 of them are in college.
College. All right.
One of them's
all right. I get it. Okay. Are they in acting too, or doing any of the stuff that you're doing? I'm sure they're very supportive of you.
No, they're not. I mean, they are.
Yeah,
they have a lot of fun with it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, guess what? We're down to the final 5 minutes.
Okay.
So I tried to cover as much as I could. We got the trailer in. That was great.
Thank you.
What I want you to do is look at the camera, give shouts out to people that are going to see the show, because a lot of them are, and then we'll wrap it up.
That's pressure. There's too many people to show.
No, just condense them.
Well,
and say you know who you are and all that. You can mention people that are right off the top of your head. Joe, of course.
Ann, Aaron, Gabe, and Jack, love you very much. Thanks for being there for me.
Your kids too, obviously.
Those are my kids.
Good.
Those are my kids. First on the list, right?
Yes.
First on the list. Yeah. No, and my friends and family have been fantastic, and they have to listen to how excited I am about acting, and the comedy too.
That's great.
So they've all kind of been out there to see that stuff, and
the fact that they haven't left you, in a nursing home means a good sign, I'd say.
Not yet.
Okay. Good.
Yeah. No, and I really appreciate Joe McGee and Chris Daniels, Owen Pickett, all these guys that I've done some work with that gave me a chance to be on their productions. And, and I still, keep in touch with like some of the other people I've done things with, like Julia Hess, and she's so wonderful.
Okay.
She just graduated from BU and doing stuff. She's out in LA now, I think. And,
all right, great. So the other thing I'm going to ask you to do before we wrap it up is, if you had a good time with me tonight, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that you did.
Oh yeah.
I want you to spread the word about Topic Time to all the people that haven't done the show yet, and I'd love to get them on as guests.
Oh sure.
Because that's how it works. 2% of my guests come from word of mouth. The other 98% is Facebook. But obviously, I pretty much got that market cornered, as you know. All right. Just quick question. So your future looks pretty bright for more acting, and obviously bringing back the stand-ups when the open mics resume after, whenever we're able to do it safely. Okay.
I'm working really hard at learning as much as I can,
Yep.
taking advantage of the COVID situation. There are a lot of classes that you can take advantage of through,
Yes, virtual
on
stuff.
Zoom,
Yeah.
or however. And there's ways to read and study, and it's work, to get better.
Oh, I know, it is.
But there are opportunities to do it. So,
And you're taking them, that's great.
the more I do it, the more I want to do it.
It's right, it's an obsession, same with my show. 10 years I've been doing it.
I'm not going to quit my day job just yet, but I'm, looking forward to the day when I get a chance to think seriously about that.
I get you, I hear your passion, I love it. Okay, great job, Bob Higgins. You ready to wrap it up like we started?
Sure,
Okay,
yeah.
folks, thanks for watching Topic Time. More great episodes to follow. See you next time. Have a good one.